heroin overdose for 911. 33-year-old female was unconscious, is now conscious.
For the emergency services in Manchester, New Hampshire, this is a familiar routine. Their city's drug problem is so extreme, the firefighters here deal with more overdoses than fires. We're called to an apartment just outside the city centre, where a woman in her 30s has overdosed. The paramedics bring her round and take her to hospital. She's lucky this time, but opioids, synthetic heroin, have gripped this city. In a population of just 100,000, they're killing almost 100 users per year.
When we were dealing with just heroin, people were overdosing, but I hate to say it, but it was almost manageable. Once synthetic opioids came in, it was out of control, and that's when we hit the crisis, because we were just dealing with death all the time.
Your ride is here.
All of Manchester's fire stations have been declared safe spaces. People with any addiction can walk in and register for help, and they do.
Thanks, guys.
As we watch, a car pulls up. A man in his 30s, clearly under the influence, talks to firefighters as his mother pleads for help inside.
It was last May that it was 3-4 times in one afternoon I had emergency people at my house.
She's at her wit's end, she tells me. Her son has survived multiple overdoses, but she's watching him die.
I've seen them die and been revived. Yeah. It's a death of, we describe it as a death of the spirit, the death of the person who you know. It's the addiction takes over, and the behavior is not that person that you knew since before they were born, and loved since before they were born. So, yeah, it is death.
This is not just an urban problem. There's barely any county in any state in America that's escaped the grip of opioids. Donald Trump is typically robust when he talks about tackling the opioid crisis, but it's difficult to overstate the scale of the task. This is a massive public health emergency, a war on a strain of drugs that is killing tens of thousands of Americans every year. An appalling number of babies born at this hospital in Lebanon, New Hampshire, have been exposed to opioids in the womb.
1 in 10 babies has been exposed to opioids before they're born.
10%.
Mm-hmm.
The withdrawal symptoms are heartbreaking to watch. Tremors, uncontrollable crying, sleep deprivation, all in the first fragile hours of life. No matter Donald Trump's promises, doctors say there is no quick fix. Addicts are never really cured, they say, so this crisis could haunt America for 2 generations or more.
Their brains become rewired such that this is something they're going to battle for their lifetime. And I think we as a society need to be really aware of that and figure out what we need to do to help people manage this chronic disease for the next 60 years.
Back in Manchester, the firefighters answer another call.
You were purple because you weren't breathing.
An army veteran this time, fallen on hard times. They revive him, then let him go.
I didn't do anything wrong.
But the police tell me they brought the same man back from the brink of death just the day before. In America's war with these new synthetic drugs, victory still seems a long way away. Martin Geisler, News at 10, Manchester, New Hampshire.